and welcome to Raising Vibrations with myself, Simon. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you another video on the Zodiac series and understanding the natural Zodiac. Today, we're going to be talking about the relationship that we have to time, why words are time-specific, and how the natural Zodiac actually creates that expression within our reality and such. And particularly when we're dealing with when we're communicating, why there needs to be a specific order, why you get people or definitions called grammar Nazis in that sense. A lot of this has got to do with this process, okay? So what we're looking at here today is the archetype of Capricorn. We're looking at the archetype of Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo, okay? So the first thing that I'm going to go over here, Gemini is the left brain. It correlates to how we define reality through the left brain, how we give definitions and words to things. So this is astrology. I've given it the astrology. You understand what I'm saying because I've given a definition. You've connected to that definition, and we have kind of a sense of awareness around that. The desk is a desk because we've given it a desk. That's Gemini. Now, we have Cancer as an archetype. Again, this is correlating to our security. This is correlating to our sense of ego structure, how we emotionally connect to things in that sense. And then, of course, we are connecting to Virgo, and I've correlated to Virgo as the archetype of efficiency, the archetype of needing to create order amongst chaos in that sense, to put things in a linear, logical way that allows us to make sense of things, and it creates that sense of calmness in that way. And then we have the archetype of Capricorn. Now, spiritually speaking, Capricorn correlates to motion and it correlates to time, okay? And then, of course, the fixed physical reality in which we exist within. So what you have here, and of course, Capricorn correlates to definitions. So what we have here is an inconjunct, 150-degree angle that we can't see within our consciousness, but it realigns us as we understand this process. So Gemini is situating here, and we have words, and then Capricorn is showing you how we define those things. So words, definition. Definitions are words. Words are definitions. And that's why when we speak to each other, we have groups of people that will define their spirituality through things like crystals and healing and such. And then you'll find another bunch of people that will define their reality and their communication and their spirituality through seeking astrology. And then you'll have other people that will be doing it through numerology. The point I'm trying to make here is that each of us, based on our ability to define our reality, Gemini is interacting with Capricorn consistently. So Gemini and Capricorn are always in an inconjunct with each other, and they're showing you how the connection to time-space reality operates through the left brain. That's why we have the 3D world. That's why we have this process of past, present, and future, okay? And when we are defining ourselves through that process, we are then in that exact moment, right, causing the polarity point between Capricorn, and that is Cancer, which is to say to you that as we move from in a sense of, just let me get this right over here, a sense of security is how we define stuff. So if I started speaking to you in another language and you couldn't understand me, your sense of connection, Gemini, and sense of connection, Cancer, archetype gets lost. And all of a sudden, it makes you feel vulnerable, it makes you feel insecure. And what happens is it says, okay, I'm not interested in this situation. You move along. How many of you guys have been in situations where you've had a conversation with the person and then all of a sudden they switch their language to speak to somebody else that they've just met, and you're sitting over there and going like, I don't understand anything, but I feel awkward, right? So that's that relationship there. Now, the connection between Gemini and Virgo is that Virgo is saying, okay, we've got all this information, it's all over the place. And so Virgo says we need to create this sense of structure. We need to create this sense of organization. And so Virgo kicks in and says, okay, I need things in past, present, future. I can't speak to you in a way that is just jumbled up. It's madness. It creates madness. So there needs to be an archetype that kicks in that says, okay, where does this belong? What is its purpose? What does it mean? And that is the connection between Gemini and Virgo in this process. It creates this organization so that letters operate in a specific way. And this is why you'll notice that a lot of souls will be very, very stuck up about or Capricorn about the situation, say, you need to have it in this way. It needs to be pronounced this way. It needs to be specific this way. And the reason why that's the case is because of the insecurity that comes from the Cancer archetype on one level. Okay, because as long as there's something else that is existing that is not part of the rules, Capricorn, that are outside the boundaries, then it's wrong. And it's that whole process. I mean, I'm going off in the tangent over here in terms of what I see and know. But the archetype of needing to have something specific, Virgo, relative to the definitions, Capricorn, based on how that makes people feel secure in the situation, Cancer. And the way that we create those words, as it were, the way that we speak in that sense, is what triggers it all off. So really, really interesting to see that perspective and how these natural zodiac signs, when interacting with each other, bring out this process of our behavior, which again, like I said, is how words define our time, space, reality. And we have past, present, and future. It's all that organization stuff. And of course, how when we are in situations that we're speaking a specific language and then we switch to another one, that if we are a third party in that sense, we don't understand it, it makes us feel like we go within ourselves. We deeply reflect. It's like, okay, this is awkward. And that's actually the relationship between Virgo and Cancer over there, where we deeply reflect and feel kind of like, a bit silly, or we don't understand in that sense. Okay, fantastic, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video.